just got this guy at the store. This is going to be a rental that you can use in the range, and I feel like it's a lot like a Tesla Cybertruck. You know, there's a lot of goodness to it, but there's a lot of people out there that are just going to hate it no matter what. I think that this is one of the coolest things out there. When we shot this in New Hampshire, I probably put 300 rounds. It might have been a little bit more than that through the one that they had for us to demo out there, and I couldn't stop smiling. So come by the store. You can come rent it if you want. If you want to know a little bit about it, the history of it's kind of interesting. Relatively small company, Flux, started building the chassis for this, and then SIG actually has just started developing it in concert with them. After SIG kind of caught on that Flux was integrating their firearms anyway, now SIG is actually producing this as what used to be called the Flux Raider, and it actually still says Raider back there, but SIG is producing it now, known as the Flux Legion. The company Flux is actually still building the chassis. In fact, that's kind of the limiting factor with production now, is they want to build a lot of them. They are building a lot of them, and it's really a lot for that company to do. So it's built off of the slide on here is a P320 Legion slide. It has the optic cut on it. I don't know what you do with it, and it also has the cuts up here for the compensator too. Again, maybe not totally necessary, guys, but hey, it looks really cool. And then, of course, you've got the chassis itself and how that works. So with the chassis, we have a large lever here, and what that is now we can draw this, and when you push on this lever, that's what's going to deploy the shoulder rest, like that. And that's a solid shoulder rest that we can use right there. Now in this guy, we've mounted the Romeo 5 optic to the top of it, and you can see that Picatinny rail up there on top to mount that dude. Of course, we have the safety over on, I think that's ambi. Oh, look at that, we even have an ambi safety. Isn't that neat? And then the other thing to this is, of course, that it's got these two magazines on here. Really what makes it. And so it's got two controls for the magazines. If you look, you can see that there's one that's right here next to your right thumb. And as you push that thing, it drops just that aft magazine. Whereas if you use the mag release that's right here, that you would use then probably with your left thumb if you're shooting this as a righty, when you push that, that's when both magazines fall. So the idea to it is you can get some wicked fast reloads. Maybe we'll try and do one of those here in a little bit. Of course, the color is beautiful. The gun itself is, again, it's kind of a Cybertruck, you know. It's pretty, it's interesting, but there's probably some people that are going to dislike it until you shoot it, and then you'll like it. So I don't think there's any jury out on this thing right now. This thing is awesome. I'm completely in love with it, and I'm once again cannot stop smiling. So if you guys want to give this a shot, you can come by the store. You can try it in the range. You could try it on the run and gun course if you'd like. I think you're really going to enjoy it. Stop on by. Thanks for watching.